Yeah, let's see. Says I'm live. Come on. I hate it when it does this. 1 second, guys. 1 second. There's my face. Awesome. Yay. How are you guys doing? I hope better than me. I've been sick. Oh, sick right now. My daughter was sick right after Thanksgiving, and then, no, I'm sick. So I hope the bug isn't being passed around. That would not be fun. So our full moon, our Gemini full moon, is happening in about 12 or 13 minutes. I mean, technically the moon phases are like 3 days or something, you know, but precisely, exactly, mathematically, it happens at 5:14 Central Time, which is like the Memphis, Chicago time zone. And I have not looked at this chart at all, so let's see what we got going on. I think I'm just gonna get right into it. Let's see. First of all, let's talk about what a Gemini moon is. A full moon. So it's opposing Sagittarius. Happy birthday, Sagittarians. My daughter is a Sagittarius. I have a very good friend who is a Sagittarius. I probably have a couple friends that are Sagittarians. I just don't know. But the one that I'm thinking of is, she's an awesome friend. Sagittarius comes right after Scorpio, right? It's about the whole rebirth thing. Like, the whole reason you went through that dark night of the soul is so you could realize your aim. Maybe I should talk about that for a second. Aim. Sin. If Scorpio is the underworld, if it's hell, if you're going through hell, because that's what it means to go through the dark night of the soul, right? You go through hell. This whole idea of sin. The word sin just means that you miss the target. There's like a math thing that has to do with sin too. What is that thing? You remember those Texas Instrument calculators we used to have way back in the day? If you're old enough to remember what it was like to carry one of those big things around. It's something to do with the arc, I think. Let's see. In math, sine or sin, S-I-N-E or S-I-N, is a trigonometric, did I say that? Trigonometric function representing the ratio of the length of the side opposite an angle to the length of the hypotenuse in a right triangle. It's also the y-coordinate of a point, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, basically it just has to do with like the arc. Like when you shoot an arrow and there's an arc. So even, my whole point is that the word sin does not originate from like judgment and damnation. It just means that you missed your target. What target? The target that, like, your truth, what you are genuinely aiming for, your goal, your moral compass. Where is it pointing you? Your moral compass, not the moral compass of a person or an organization or anything like that. Like, that's the dark side of Sagittarius when it starts getting, what's the word I'm looking for? Sacrilegious. Dogmatic. Yeah. because, you know, Sagittarius is associated with like religion and stuff, but that it's just that meaning, that spirituality, your personal moral compass, what does right and wrong mean for you? Not toward the world, but what is right for you and what is wrong for you. That's the sin. When I say sin or you're missing your target or your aim, that's what I'm talking about. What is right for you when it comes to your actions? Because Sagittarius is fire. It's your actions and behaviors. It's how you use your life force. What is the right thing for you to use your life force for? Not what somebody tells you to do with it, but what is true to your purpose. It's opposite Gemini, which is where we sort of get a glimpse of that truth, right? That open awareness. I hope I don't start rambling. Taking a lot of cold medicine. If I'm not making sense, be like, Mandy, what the fuck are you talking about right now? So the full moon is sort of reflecting that. The full moon is opposite wherever the sun is, right? So when we're looking for the right action for us, our quest, our adventure, the thing that we want to use our life force for, the full moon helps you reflect, like it reflects that back to you. It reflects back from Gemini, this open awareness. So what are you looking for if everything is open awareness? You're looking for the thing that catches your attention, the thing that's different from everything else, like a cognitive dissonance almost, the thing that stands out to you. Salience. Salience is how much something stands out to you, how much it catches your attention. Let me come up with a better definition. I'm going to look up a lot of stuff tonight because my brain is just not working that well, and that's okay. Salience is the quality of being particularly noticeable or important. Prominence. So when you're in this Gemini space of open awareness, think about Gemini like a new baby. When they're learning language, they're learning the meaning of things, the meaning of words and symbols. That's the Gemini. It's where we become aware of these meanings, and we're sort of just in this place where we don't have our own meaning yet. What's up, buddy?
This dog won't come out.
Let me see. We're trying to figure out the meaning, what it means to us, right? We're maybe not necessarily there yet, but we're taking in the meanings of everything. And eventually, with our salience, we come across something that doesn't fit the pattern. It stands out because it has personal meaning for us. That's what the full moon is reflecting back to you. The full moon is gonna, here you go. Okay, go ahead. Go finish your stuff. I love you. The moon being your subconscious, and it's in Gemini, it's fully reflecting back with the full moon, the thing that stands out to you, the meaning that stands out to you. It's one of those Robert Greene primal inclination type things that I like to talk about. It's what catches your attention, what is prominent for you. So when you're going on your quest in Sagittarius, when you're in this place of adventure and you're in a place where you're ready to use your life force for something important, something like this is your moment of resurrection where you are aiming true and you are ready to go. The Gemini full moon is there to remind you of the meaning, the thing that that caught your attention, that has meaning for you, like your truth in a way. Gemini and Sagittarius is something that I used to not mess with a whole lot anymore, but over the last, I would say, year, 18 months, I've really come to appreciate these spaces a lot more. Not that I didn't appreciate them before, it was just not a space that I was comfortable being in, because they're mutable, right? They're not fixed. I like my fixed spaces. Mutable is cardinal and fixed. It's the thing that you know that you're comfortable with, right? The you that you are comfortable with, and then the new thing. It's like, I'm standing here right now. That door over there, that doorway, that's the new thing, the cardinal thing. I've got to stretch myself to go through that doorway. That step you take from where you are now to where you're going, that's the mutable space. That's where that mutable energy happens. It's where we grow. It's where we, and Sagittarius is like the fiery, mutable sign. It's where our life force grows. It's where our it's almost like what are you willing to live for? Because like Aries is what are you willing to die for? Leo is like what do you want to live for? What are you willing to live for? But Sagittarius is like a mix of the two. It's like, what are you willing to risk death for so you can live for this thing? Or what are you willing to live for even if it means risking death? Not literally life and death. I guess it could be, but you choose it. It's like the growth that you choose to take part in. You are directing this thing. When you're talking about houses, a lot of times you'll hear that the third house has to do with education, like elementary school and high school, things like that are chosen for you. And the ninth house is more like the university, the education that you seek. Another way to look at it is like, or like the third house is short journeys. It's your daily routine. And the ninth house is journeys that you take that are far away. I'm not saying that the signs are equal to the houses, because they're not. The signs are like, this is the space where the thing happens in, and the houses are like how you do this thing. But I use that so you can see the relationship between like Gemini and Sagittarius to try to help you understand the Sagittarian place more. This is something that you are choosing, because we're messing with the outer planets now. Like Jupiter rules Sagittarius. We've done the inner planet work. We've done all of this. Now it's time to become bigger than ourselves, to become more than what we ever thought we were capable of. It's time to tap into our potential. That's what we do in Sagittarius, is we use our potential and we grow and we expand and we become more. And this Gemini full moon is reminding you of the meaning at the heart of that. The thing that means something to you, your reason for going into the Sagittarian place, your reason for becoming more. That's what I'm trying to say. Remember, Gemini is like Cain and Abel. There's two, right? The twins, Castor and Pollux. One is born of a god or close to God, and the other one is not. So it's not that the one is not is bad. It's just a way of saying that the one that's closest to God or of God, that's the one that is of your highest purpose, your true thing that you want to do with your life force. That's what it represents. You gotta pick one. All right, let's look at this chart. I think I rambled enough about that. Let me share the screen real quick. There we go. Okay. I messed that up. No. Okay. All right. So here's our moon at 13 degrees of Gemini. And our sun is at 13 degrees of Sagittarius. That's what I'm looking at. Yep. Excuse me. There's a lot of stuff going on with this. I really should have taken out all of that stuff. All right, so let's just see what's going on for a second. Oh, okay. Okay. The very first thing I noticed is that we've got a Grand Cross. Beautiful cross. How alchemical. So I'm working on this thing, right? I've actually been working on it for about a year now. Using the zodiac to show the alchemical process. And it's weird because like the elements aren't in the same order, but part of my theory, and this is like a sub theory and another theory, is that the mutable cross is like an alchemical cross because it's mutable. It's a whole thing, but this is just kind of cool that we've got a mutable cross here. Because Pisces is a mutable sign, and Virgo is a mutable sign. Gemini is a mutable sign. Sagittarius is a mutable sign. And our full moon is happening on this axis. And then on the other axis, you've got the nodes at 13 degrees as well. Oh, it's a 13 degrees. Lucky number 13. What does that mean? Why does it even matter? Because Pisces is like the sign of completion. It's the sign of surrender and acceptance because of completion. Like there's no more work to be done. It's done. It's whole. We've taken the whole thing apart and now we've put it back together. And we can see the whole big picture. There's no more work to be done with it. It is complete and we can rest and just be in this space, right? It's like the whole of the universe, like some Tom Campbell stuff. Do you guys follow Tom Campbell? You should check him out. If you're a Piscean type person or an Aquarian type person, or hell, if you're somebody that's watching anything to do with this right here, you'll probably like Tom Campbell. Check him out. He's a computer nerd who like tapped into the Akashic record. Yeah, he's cool. So Pisces is this place of completion, right? And that's where the North Node is. And I feel like what this means, the axis running right here, we've got the North Node in Pisces. I feel like this right here, asking yourself, why is it not sharing my screen anymore? Hang on. Why did it do that? Oh, look what I did just there. That's cool. I learned something new. Look at that Gemini stuff going on. Okay, very cool, very cool. Hey, Lethan. Oh, hold on. Lethan! Shh, chill out, dude. We've got 9 puppies, and he's playing with the puppies. Anyways, back to this Grand Cross. I feel like this is saying, like what I said earlier about the true meaning at the heart of your quest that you choose, the thing that you choose to spend your life force on. I feel like it's extra emphasized here because of where the nodes are. Like maybe hold on, thoughts are going too fast. Peace. It's all about peace. How you get to this place of peace. If you get this right, if you do the reflection right, and you find that the meaning at the heart of your quest, it will bring you peace. And you won't feel judged. You won't feel peacey. You won't, because Virgo is where we break things down into pieces, right? We take things apart. It's the Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. It's where we discern and scrutinize and look at things in detail. None of that will matter. You know how, like, sometimes, usually when you're overthinking something, there's just tiny little pieces that you're focused on. Or when you're reliving a moment where you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And you're going over it over and over and over in your head, reliving this moment where you feel like you just completely screwed up. That's like a Virgo thing. Like there'll just be none of that and that's kind of what this overall full moon energy feels like. Use the moon, your subconscious, let it reflect that heart of the meaning at the heart of what you're using your life force for. What are you really doing? What are you choosing to do? Not what is somebody choosing for you. Because remember, we're with Jupiter now. We're done with this inner planet. We've worked our inner planets. We've got all that. Now we're going beyond ourselves. So if you're doing something, if your quest is something that somebody has chosen for you, it's not really yours. And you can't, it's a sin, right? You're missing the target because it's not your target. It's somebody else's target. It has to be your target. I'm talking about the sun, the core of your being, the fiber of your essence. It's got to be of you. And the moon is going to tell you, because it's in Gemini, right? Is it Cain or is it Abel? Is it the thing that's closest to you and your true will? Or is it not? One is going to bring you peace, and the other one is going to bring you a headache. That's what that feels like with those nodes. Because because we could all use a little peace, huh? Neptune and Saturn all the way back in, where was Neptune the last time? Oh yeah, Neptune had just gotten back into Pisces with our new moon in Scorpio. What else do we have? Making big aspects. We've still got that water trine going on. Man, that's... Hang on. There's big stuff going on with this chart. It's not only do we have like this grand cross with the nodes, some people might not consider that a grand cross because the nodes are not planets, but I do. I think the nodes are really important in your chart. So we've got that going on, and then we've got like Saturn, Neptune up here, Jupiter and Cancer, and then Mercury in Scorpio, making that grand water trine. What does that even mean? What do we not have? We've still got Uranus over here and Taurus that's like our land hoe. Remember that? Like Uranus is throwing us that lifeline, giving us something to ground ourselves with, even if it's out of the blue. It's like you might just be in this emotional, whatever, trying to figure things out type space. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, we see a little floaty. What do they call it? A lifesaver? A little flotation device thrown to us by Uranus from Taurus, from the Taurus space, that's going to make us comfortable. It's like, oh, we can relax. Now we're safe. We've got what we need. We can have a moment of peace. That's the only Earth we have other than the South Node. There's a lot of fire, a lot of water, not much air. The only air is the moon and Pluto. Okay, so you know how Pluto in Aquarius wants us to like Pluto is that dark mirror, right? Wants us to see. It's all about like societal conditioning, how you've been conditioned by society. So with that in the background, think of, again, the thing that you're using your life force for, the thing that you are spending your life on, because that is your energy, right? This is like I really believe the only currency we truly have are time and attention. When it comes down to it, you're trading your time and attention for whatever. When you go to work and you clock in, you're trading your time and attention for keeping your lights on. It's not for money. The money is just the unit of exchange, right? Because you can't give the electric company your time and attention. You have to give them something that then they can use for something else. It's like the universal exchange note. That's what money is. the thing that you are spending your time and attention on, is it, because there's another thing about Sagittarius and fire, it should make you feel more alive. You're spending your life force on this, but it should come back, right? More Jupiter. It should make you feel more alive to spend your life force on this. If you've ever tapped into something that is really intrinsically motivating for you, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I really love doing this, and I should be tired because I've been doing this thing for hours now, but I have even more energy. Like, spending energy on this gives me more energy. What is that thing for you? Is that what you're spending your energy on, your time and attention? Or are you wasting your time and attention on something that is missing the mark, that is off target? Mercury's still in Scorpio. That's Mercury saying, hey, you need to be honest about this. I think especially if it's got you feeling emotional. Why are you so emotional about it? Are you emotional because and Jupiter. How fast is Jupiter going right now? It's almost like with this water thing that's happening alongside this cross, this mutable cross thing with the moon and the nodes. It's almost like it's saying, it feels like something about that's a lot. Slow down. You have to put yourself in. Oh, okay, because Jupiter, Cancer, Jupiter, Gemini. Here we go. You need to be in a place where you feel safe enough to look at this honestly, not because like it should just be a given that you should have this place. You should be able to get to this place in your mind and your heart where you can look at these things honestly. It shouldn't be something you have to fight for. It should be something that just is, right? It's just, you are just deserving of this thing, of this space where you can be emotionally vulnerable with yourself and ask yourself, like, what do I want? What do I want to spend my time and energy on, my time and attention? What is the most meaningful way for me to spend my life force? What goals do I want to go after? How do I want to make myself more? That's not something that you should have to argue with somebody over. Mercury and Scorpio is saying, it's reminding you of that. It's like, are you having to fight for this space to even get to a point where you can question what you want to do with your life, what you want to spend your life force on? Because this quincunx thing with Gemini and Scorpio, Mercury rules Gemini, right? Wow, okay. So there's like this whole rulership quincunx thing going on, and I think that's important. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is in Cancer, which is quincunx from Sagittarius. So it's 5 signs apart. I like quincunxes. I think they're important. I think that 5 sign separation is important. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is 5 signs away in Scorpio, right? And then you've got Jupiter and Mercury that are trying each other. That's important. And it's all pointing to this whole Pisces thing right now. This is all to find your fucking peace. Praise Jeebus. Hang on one second, guys. Hey, Lethan, are you done with your homework? Yeah. Good job. Thank you. Can you hold it down for just a couple more minutes? I'm almost finished, okay? Thank you. Give me like 15 more minutes. Thank you. Let me try to put all this into something concise and understandable. We all feel some type of way about whatever, right? We're supposed to have feelings. Things are supposed to make us feel a certain way. That's just how it is. We need a space where we can feel whatever we feel objectively, without judgment from ourselves, without judgment from anybody else. That's kind of what Cancer is. We just need to recognize our feelings. Don't focus on them too much. Don't like ignore them. They are what they are. Accept them for what they are. Kind of like you exist in the world. You take up space. You also have feelings about existing in the world and taking up space. That's just how it is. There's nothing you can do to change that. I mean, there are things, but let's be honest, not things that are healthy to do. Do you have this space? Are you able to do this? If you're not, why not? Mercury and Scorpio. Why are you not able to? It's time to be honest about that. That's the first step. Once you're able to get to this space, the thing that really has meaning for you, out of all the things that people are telling you should have meaning, when it comes to what you want to do with your life, what you're interested in, what catches your attention, are you able to reflect on that and really see what is true to you? Not what people are telling you should be there, not what people are telling you to grow or to pick out, to work on, to sacrifice. Remember, Cain and Abel had sacrifices. One of them sacrifice wasn't good enough. The other one was. What are you sacrificing that you don't need to be sacrificing? Get rid of that. We want to only sacrifice things that are going to become more, that are going to come back to us. Sacrifice, it doesn't mean to just like get rid of it. It means to make it holy, to make it more than what it is, to invoke that Jupiter energy into it, to make it sacred. How can you make your time and attention sacred? How can you use it for something that is sacred to you? Become aware of that. And that's what's going to bring you peace. That's what this whole thing feels like. Let me know what you guys think. I know it's kind of, well, I guess it's not too short, but I feel like it's shorter than, I feel like I said less than what I would normally say about that. Let me know what you think about that. There is, like, real quick, there's a meditation that you can do, an awareness meditation. I've showed it to, I think I've showed it before online, with like a Woo-Woo Wednesday or something. Just to help you become more aware of like everything, like a Gemini awareness type energy. When you meditate, like, you close your eyes and you're trying to focus on nothing. You're trying to make your thoughts be still and stop and all this. That's not really the point. The point is not to make your thoughts stop. The point is to not attach to each thought. It's just to let the thoughts go and come. This mutable space, right? They're just flowing through. We're not going to grab any and hold on to them. We're just going to let them flow through like air. Just let them flow. So one thing you can do, it's easiest if you can get in a place that is as quiet as possible, where there's only a few sounds or smells, a few things for your senses to grab hold of, a few tangible things, right? So you close your eyes and you start meditating, right? You think like, what can I hear? That's normally the first one. Our sight is like the most prominent sense that we have, evolutionarily speaking. Is that a word? I don't know. But that's the thing that we use the most. And then our hearing is the thing that we use the next most. So when you close your eyes, you eliminate that sight. And when then you can hear things, right? Don't try to attach any meaning to it. So like the TV's going in the background, words have meaning attached to them already. Try to turn that off. Like if you're outside, right, and you hear maybe a bird in the tree, don't start thinking about what kind of bird it is, what direction it's coming from, none of that. What's the bird doing? What you see what I'm saying? Like your mind starts trying to create this story because you want to attach meaning to everything, because that's just how we're wired. We want to put a story with everything because that's what meaning is. It's a story that we infuse into things. Try not to do that. Just hear the sound and let it go. Right? Hear another sound and let it go. Actually, one thing you can do is try to see how many sounds you can hear. And that'll sort of help you keep from getting stuck on one sound, because you'll be looking for the next sound and the next sound and the next sound, right? And eventually you'll get in this flow where you just hear the sounds, but you're not stopping on each one. They're just moving. You're moving with the sounds. You can do the same thing with your smell. Like, what do you smell? You smell the air, you smell the trees, you smell the rain, the grass, maybe your dog that needs a bath. Don't think about the dog needing a bath. Just think about the smell. You don't even have to attach it to anything. Maybe you just smell something, you don't know what it is. Don't try to figure out what it is. Go to the next smell. Go to the next smell. And eventually you'll get in this flow of just the things that you smell. What do you feel, right? You feel this, you feel that, you feel this. Well, this is my sleeve. Me thinking that that's my sleeve is giving it meaning. That's a thought that has attached itself to this feeling. We're trying to get rid of all that. So when you meditate, don't try to block everything out. Try to flow, right? And if you can practice this, I don't know, even a couple times a week, it'll help you, especially if you've got a lot of fixed energy in your chart. I've got a lot of fixed energy in my chart. This will help you get into that mutable energy where you just can flow with things, right? You're not getting stuck on each thing that draws your attention. You're learning to move your attention, to move your awareness, to let it flow. You're becoming more adaptable. You're making your mind more adaptable. You are, it's a way of like things outside you controlling your mind and attention, like the smell or that sound. You're stopping that and you're just letting it flow. It's like saying, no, you're not going to control my attention. You don't have hold of my attention. I say where my attention goes, and I'm going to keep it flowing. I'm going to stay adaptable, because that's how you survive. I've been listening to a lot of Jocko. You gotta stay adaptable. Anyways, you gotta keep moving, right? You want your attention, and then once you're able to move it like that, once you are not controlled by things that are controlling your attention, You can stop things from grabbing your attention and controlling it. You can just let it flow. Then maybe you hear a sound that really stands out. The salience factor is turned way up on this sound. There's something that you really like about this sound. What is it? Now you can focus your attention on that. That thing is not grabbing your attention. Your attention picked up on it. Do you see the difference? Then you can explore it more. It's true. The meaning resonates with you. There's some truth in that to you that feels good, and you can find out why. And you choose to go on an adventure and explore that. What is it? You are choosing the direction that you're going in, what you're going to learn about, what you're going to seek out. You choose what to seek out. But first, you have to get into a place where your attention isn't up for grabs for whatever comes along. So practice that meditation and see where it leads you. Let me know. It doesn't just have to be like a meditation with your eyes closed either. Like you can look through art or whatever. Don't just pick something because you think you should be picking it. Like once you learn to let your attention flow and not be grabbed by everything, then when something really does stand out, your attention grabs it, not it grabbing your attention. That's the key there. The locus of control. You always want the locus of control to remain within you, not outside of you. That's what I have, guys. I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know if it was. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. 8 more subscribers and I can go live from my mobile device instead of just my desktop, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, check out the links that I have going on. Let me know if I can help you in any way. Subscribe to my Patreon, all that kind of stuff. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this. And I will see you guys later.